In this series, we are translating the teachings of Venerable Waharaka Tero from Hela Bodhu Piyuma Magazines. I hope these precious teachings could bring some light to our path towards Nibbana. The following is a summary taken from the Hela Bodhu Piyuma Magazine, version 3. The topic is how to become Sothapanna or enter the streamline. The noble Dhamma preached by Supreme Buddha shows the noble path a person should essentially fulfill to become Sothapanna. This is known as the 37 factors of enlightenment or Sattis Bodhipakshika Dhamma. We usually develop these 37 Dhamma factors consisting of the 4 foundations of mindfulness, Satara Satipatthana, the 4 supreme efforts, Satara Samyak Pradhana, the 4 bases of mental power, Satara Iddhipada, 5 mental faculties, Panchindriya, the 5 great powers, Panchabala, 7 factors of enlightenment, Saptabhujjanga, and the noble eightfold path, Aryashtangika Magga. These factors enable us to attain Nibbana. The 3 very essential factors, anicca, unsatisfactoriness, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, senselessness, is not mentioned here. The Four Noble Truths such as truth of suffering, dukkha satya, the truth of the cause of suffering, dukkha samudaya satya, also the truth of ending the suffering, dukkha nirodha satya, are not included in the 37 factors of enlightenment. What is mentioned is only the path of ending the suffering, dukkha nirodha gamini padipada satya. There is a reason for excluding these. It is because there is a Dhamma that has to be understood by wisdom. After understanding the Dhamma only, the 37 factors has to be understood through meditation. Many Buddhists attend meditation classes and have been practicing Anapanasati meditation or focusing on breath meditation for a long time. We will need to think whether anybody has said that by practicing this meditation, they have been enlightened. So we need to think whether there is a deficiency in this type of meditation. During the time of Supreme Buddha, or a bhikkhu or a lay person, by listening to Dhamma or practicing Kammasthana for days, weeks, or in a few months' time attain the highest goal or the enlightenment. We will need to think that what is the reason that in recent days that no one is be able to see the results in practicing this meditation. It is important to search for the reason. The path to Nibbana and how to attain Nibbana are the 2 things we need to look at the same time. To understand this better, it is easy to give an example. In a competition, there is a winning post and a path as well. So to win the competition, the person should see the path and the winning post at the same time. So he will not need any help from anyone to reach the winning post. It is important to see these 2 things clearly, to notice the winning post and the path to reach the goal. Similarly, in Dhamma practice, if the person didn't see the path to Nibbana and the end result of attaining Nibbana, they will not be able to get the results. This first step is known as Dasanena Pahatappa. If they did not see the path to Nibbana or the eightfold path, they will not be able to follow the path or enter the streamline or Maggaphala. After gaining the understanding on how to reach Nibbana, then the person should start to practice meditation to develop the 37 Bodhipakshika Dhamma. Nibbana is the result of Bodhipakshika Dhamma. Accordingly, it's clear experiencing Nibbana and seeing Nibbana are 2 factors. Many not understanding these 2 factors and start meditating. By meditating, desires and aversions can be completely eradicated. Eradicated desires and aversions is known as eradicating abhijñā domanassa. Kaye kayanupassī viharati atāpi sampajāno satimā vinaya loke abhijñā domanassang. With mindfulness and wisdom, focusing with kayanupassana, desires and aversions or abhijñā domanassa are to be eradicated is what is preached by Supreme Buddha in the Sothapanna Sutta. Nibbana is stated as a vision at first, so not understanding the Dasanena Pahatappa or the vision, results of meditation cannot be achieved. So, in other words, it's the fundamental wisdom or the Purva Bhaga Nuvana that gains. And secondly, the path of wisdom arrives. This is a great saying of Supreme Buddha. We should see how the fundamental wisdom is achieved. It is the understanding of the three factors, anicca, dukkha, and anatta. If there is a difficulty in gaining the fundamental wisdom, that person will not understand nibbana. The person could also follow a wrong path and could face confusions. Before attaining the Nibbana, we will need to understand what is Nibbana and how to follow the path to Nibbana. Many of us, with great devotion and honor, do meritorious deeds, wishing to get the luck for the attainment of Nibbana. Even when a person is dead, we wish him Nibbana. Before wishing the Nibbana, one should know what is Nibbana, otherwise, it is only a verbal wish. Though we say it is nivima or burning off, if we don't know that what is to burn off, then we are unable to get the nivima or nibbana. We can see things around us get burned off with our own eyes. But there is also a fire that cannot be seen with our eyes. We should know where is this fire, what is this fire, what does it associate with. There is fire of attachment or ragagini, fire of anger or dveshagini, fire of ignorance or mohagini, fire of birth of existence or jatigini, fire of aging or charagini, fire of death or maranagini, fire of lamentation or parideva, fire of physical pain or dukkha, fire of mental suffering or domanassa, and the fire of despair or payasa. And these are the 11 kinds of fire that worldly beings can get burned with. It is important to understand what are these fires, how do they arise, how to blow them off, what is the path to do this. One should understand this well. Accordingly, the suffering fire should be burnt off. Without seeing this correctly, the wishing will only be a wish or an expectation only. Beyond it, what should be done is unknown. Accordingly, if Dhamma is understood with seeing or hearing only, the wisdom will not arise. What is heard should be analyzed with wisdom to understand how these internal fires will arise. Through the wisdom of prajna, only we could understand these unseen internal fires and how to seize these fires and the path and what is needed to follow to seize the fires. It is an example taken to explain this. It is like a childless person approach doctors or doing various things to expect a child. And they think it is a luck to get a child. But after getting a child only, the other problems will arise that had not been there before. Parents cannot see this due to their love to the child. The fire was close to unseen due to the love for the child. To understand the real nature of the world, one should see what the world is like. Many think that the world is limited to this body, which consists only blood and flesh, but should see the world wisely, the way Buddha explained, the five aggregates. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, and Vijnana, the dhatus, or the five elements of the physical body. the 6 types of internal sense bases or salayatana, and should see the Paticca or the dependent origination as preached by the Supreme Buddha. These factors will be discussed in detail in the future recordings. Teruvan Saranai Sadhu.